Hey guys, I'm Will Walker and this is the William Walker Company Project Channel. Welcome to my shop. Let me show you around. Alright guys, now this is the center of most workshops, including mine. This is my table saw. It's a Grizzly 1023 10-inch table saw. And I actually customized it when I ordered it and put the extended rails on to give me 52 inches of rip capacity on the right side, as well as having the router table wing. So I could use the same fence both for cutting on the table saw, and then I can come over here and use it from the other side using the router table, which has turned out to be really, really handy, and really glad I went with this setup. I still need to build this kind of extension area here table. Haven't needed it yet, but I think it could be really useful, especially for ripping some things like 1/4-inch plywood that isn't as robust, you know, when you're running it through the saw. So I love the saw. I keep all my push blocks and things here, and then I've got these just square pieces of 3/4-inch plywood that I can clamp on to either side of the fence as kind of stops. I use it mostly on the router table side though. So over here, this is what the table saw and outfeed / assembly table looks like together. This was my very first video that I put out there on this channel, and just really, really awesome. Glad I did it. Some things you might have noticed in the first video was I talked about that I was going to finish under here with drawers and shelves and things like that. I haven't done that yet because I haven't decided how I want to do it, and I haven't had a ton of time working on me projects. It's been a lot of commissions and things that need to get done around the house or for gifts or things like that. So I still am going to finish that video. I'm going to do a part 2, kind of a follow-up, but I haven't done that yet. But this table is awesome. It is 49.5 inches by 97.5 inches, and I use every inch of it. A lot of people say, man, that thing's huge. You know, I don't have room in my shop. I do, so I built it, and I don't regret building it this big, like, at all. Like, I've used it to its full capacity, and, you know, just build one of these, seriously. So over here is the original workbench that I built down here before I even built the assembly table. It is kind of a tinker station, kind of where I sharpen things and where I keep my pegboard panel doors on these cabinets that I built, which I still need to make or just buy and put on the pulls on these cabinets, which I haven't done yet. So I've got, you know, all of my finishing supplies down here, my stains and varnishes and poly and wipes and glue and things like that, gloves, dust collection supplies, some chisels. I love having everything out of the place, you know, where I can see everything, grab it, put it back where it's supposed to be. Over here, you know, I've got my squares, tape, just a bunch of chisels, hand tools, another drill. These are pretty cool. They go on the pegboard, and it's just a little container, and so I keep little tiny screws and things like that easily accessible there. In this cabinet, I've got just sandpaper, some chain, drill bits, a bunch of containers that I don't know what I'm using for yet, but containers are always good to have. Crank jig, some wire brushes, card scrapers. But again, having everything out of the place is like why I haven't finished the assembly table yet, the underside of the assembly table, because Adam Savage said it best, drawers are where things go to die. And so I'm still trying to think of a cool way to incorporate maybe some vertical shelves, maybe some sliding out kind of panels like this where I could put pegboard accessories on it and, you know, have a bunch of hand tools or things like that. I don't know, I haven't figured that out yet. So over here in this corner, I've got my bandsaw and my drill press, arguably two of the most used tools in my shop, if not the most, besides the table saw. The bandsaw, I had an old Delta that was a 10-inch bandsaw, and it was okay. I outgrew it, and so I sold that one after finding this one on Craigslist. This was a Grizzly G1019, 14-inch bandsaw with a cast iron table, and I found it on Craigslist, and it was a steal, so I bought it and cleaned it up a little bit, tuned everything up, and it works great. You see it a lot in my videos. One thing about bandsaws that it took me a long time to learn is invest in a decent blade. I'm not saying the most high-end $100 bandsaw blade, but blades make a huge difference, and I've had so much more fun on the bandsaw once I have upgraded to the Suffolk Machinery Timberwolf blades, as well as the Highland Woodworking wood slicer blade. So just a little tip for you there. And then over here, the drill press, I actually bought this because I needed it for a project when Jess and I were getting married. I built the arbor that we got married under on the beach, and actually took the timbers from this property to build that, and I needed a drill press for that project. So I bought one, Harbor Freight, $200, and this I use all the time. I didn't think I would, but I do. So if you don't have a drill press and you're building your shop, think about making those one of the tools that you invest in early. I mean, it can be, I see them on Craigslist all the time, people getting rid of stuff, and they had an old drill press, and you find them online for $50, $60. You can get benchtop ones, you can build bases. This is a floor standing model. If I was going to do it again, would I get a floor standing model? I don't know, maybe, but get yourself a drill press. Over here we have my jointer, which is a 90s model Delta. It's a 6-inch jointer. I really like it a lot. I'm in desperate need of some knife sharpening on the jointer, on the cutter head. Haven't gotten around to that yet. Probably check out Garage Woodworks, because I know Brian sharpens all of his own knives, and he puts everything through a jointer, so he must be doing it right? So I've got it hooked up to dust collection. The one thing about this jointer is the design for dust collection is really pretty crummy. So it had all these air holes everywhere that I actually went through and I duct taped up just to get enough suction at the dust port itself. And then even then, it's got this really narrow kind of wedge funnel, and stuff just tends to get clogged. If you're putting a lot of material through it, it just gets clogged. So I have to go in, take off the dust collection hose, kind of poke around, loosen everything up just to get it to go through there again. I feel like I have to do that kind of once every big project, which is kind of frustrating. You just want everything to work right. But hey, this jointer was actually given to me a while ago, so can't look a gift horse in the mouth. I use it all the time, especially for making tabletops and things like that, where I want that really nice jointed edge. Alright, now over here we have that planer that I did that video on, and you guys really liked that video, so that's going to encourage me to make more like that, more field trippy, more vlog style, a little bit different editing, more storytelling. And this thing is a beast. I still need to adjust the infeed table because I was missing 2 little set screws that Woodmasters actually sent me for free, which is pretty cool. And the thing is awesome. And I still need to take care of that snipe issue with the feed roller pressure, which I just haven't done yet. Been a little busy. But I couldn't be happier with this and the deal I got, and I haven't even explored all of the other options and all the other features that this thing can do. So really, really happy. Got it hooked up to dust collection, and yeah, what else can I say? Just great deal, awesome buy. So sorry, I'm talking over the dust collector, which is right behind me, but I wanted to show you my floor sweep. I just made this little base for it, kind of a corral, and it actually works really well. So as I sweep, it just picks up all that junk. This is just another table. This was actually an old roommate of mine's table that when he was moving out, he asked me if I wanted it. I didn't have a place for it at the time, and then when I was putting the shop together, I threw it down here, and that's where it stayed ever since. This is where I keep my Harbor Freight stationary belt sander and disc sander. A lot of people ask me about this. Would I buy it again? Yes. Do I use it all the time? Yes. Yes. Just yes. It's, you know, it feels a little Harbor Freighty, but it does the job. I could probably stand a higher end model later on if somebody wanted to give me one or send me one to try out, but am I going to upgrade anytime soon? No, it's not a high priority because it does the job, and I use it all the time. So, and then I've also got a metal vise, little anvil vise over here that I use for miscellaneous things. I'm still working on my metal shop up in the garage, which is far from done. And I've got actually a nicer anvil vise up there that I'm going to put in. So I just keep this one down here. And it works great for just cutting little brass accents for things and things like that. So, yeah. Alright, over here to the left of the workbench, I have my horribly inefficient scrap wood storage. I'm kind of a wood collector. Anytime there's just... I have a hard time saying no to wood, and I grab for scraps all the time. I've got wood all over my shop. I've got some over there to the right of the drill press. I've got all my, you know, longer material that I buy for projects stacked kind of off there in a corner. I've got scraps over there. I have a wood problem. I need a better system, and I haven't seen one out there yet for scrap wood storage. I mean, I'd love to see it all organized by species, by size, by length, by thickness. But I don't know. If you guys have any ideas, leave them in the comments. Alright, now in this corner of the shop, this is kind of the unfinished shop. I haven't really made it that far to this side of the shop. So right now I just keep sheet goods and the mobile clamp rack over here. I've got a scroll saw over here that it was taking up space in the main work area, and I rarely ever use the scroll saw for anything. So maybe I'll get into more scroll sawing at some point, but it's just not a really valuable tool to me, so if I need it, I'll pull it out. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for the shop tour. I hope you enjoyed kind of seeing all of my workspace. I know that I said I was going to do a Q&A at the end of this video, but I think this video is going to be a little bit too long, so I'm going to split them in two. I've actually already shot all the Q&A, and so that's going to go up in another video, which I'll release at the same time. So both of these videos are going to go up at the same time, so be sure to check out the Q&A. If you're new to the channel, and you like what I'm doing, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comments, and please subscribe. Check me out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. All handles are WM Walker Co. So again, thank you for coming into my shop. This is the William Walker Company, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks.